I don't think I'll be able to find him, but my cat is an outside cat now, like full blown. Mostly just because the dogs, we have like 3 dogs inside, and so he just is more comfortable outside, and he would sleep on the 240 sometimes, and I really didn't care because it's like whatever, I got to redo the paint anyways and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'll worry about covering the car later, but I'm starting to notice some orange fur on my car, and luckily his nails have been trimmed pretty recently, but I think he's leaving scratches. Yeah, that's a scratch. Not tripping too much about the headlights because I can change them, but like, yeah, he's like fur all over the freaking car, and I do not want that. So I think it is time I actually buy a car cover for this thing. Oh, there you are. Hey, stop laying on my car. See, the WRX was so tall, I don't think he ever cared to lay on it, but this thing is a lot lower to the ground. So I think I'm gonna go grab a car cover real quick. Look, he's coming up to it, thinking about it. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a car cover. Okay, actually, I decided I'm gonna get a car cloth on Amazon because there's a really good one I found. It looks like it's made out of some good material. I looked at some of the other ones, I like AutoZone and stuff, and like they look okay, but I've had those ones before, like on my 240, and the sun will literally, if the sun sits on it for like a couple months, it'll just start to tear, and the fabric just tears really bad. So I'm gonna get a higher quality one. So I just decided I'll just take you on the little cruise, give my thoughts about the car and stuff like that. I did adjust the camera quite a bit compared to how I was driving last time. I put the seat a little further back. Will say this, I am short. I'm a staggering 5'6", so I usually have my seat a little closer, but just for like video quality and stuff, I'm gonna put it back just a little bit so you can actually see stuff. It's not incredibly uncomfortable. I mean, I'm perfectly fine driving, and do have to stretch my leg out just a little bit more for the clutch, but it's nothing crazy. I have the seat almost as far down as it's probably gonna go. I saw something pretty cool. The sun is really bright. Cybertruck. I've only seen one on the highway. I haven't seen one parked yet. It's weird. Is it weird to say that I think they look a little cool, but like also stupid at the same time? I don't know. Yeah, I just figured I might just do a little cruise and talk about the car. Haven't done a video during the day. I don't really do a lot of videos during the day in general. 90% of my content is shot at night. But there's a nice little road that me and my buddies used to drive on. And by I mean nice, I mean it's just long and doesn't have stop signs. Florida is terrible when it comes to not having like nice roads. And it is like an area where there's like people live and stuff like that. I wish it was an empty road. There are some empty roads, I do know, but they're like 30 minutes out, maybe a little further. It's at 90 degrees out right now, so I've noticed this car likes the colder weather, and I only really drove this thing in cold weather once, which was the first day I had it. Basically every other day since that day has been very hot, and I did look it up, and then a lot of people who were reviewing this car said that Even though it's not turbocharged, it for some reason likes the colder weather more. It feels better in the colder weather. So trying to see if I should maybe roll the windows down or what for better sound quality. I guess turn the AC off. It might actually help the car a little bit. That off. You just roll down just a tiny bit. There. So now you don't get wind noise, but you can still hear the outside a little bit. I'm trying to let traffic go a little bit more. So, thoughts on the car. I do really like this car a lot more than the WRX. Like, I'm not even close to finding this car's limit. I haven't even really taken this car on like any twisty road to see, just because I've been working a lot, and when I'm not working, I'm usually not doing anything. Like I said, I haven't touched the 240. Haven't touched this. This car's not gonna get anything for a while. Just, you know, I spent like $4,000 on the down payment for this thing, so like my main focus is just trying to get some money back, and then I can actually worry about other stuff. But this car is fun to drive whenever I just want to take it out and cruise. It is an absolute blast. Though, like, I don't know, like I can tell that the WRX was faster. It's just this is a little louder, so it sounds like you're going fast. It feels like you're going fast because of the sound, but in reality, you're actually not going all that fast. One thing that's a little annoying is since I removed the spring on the handbrake, the button just rattles a little bit, so I think I gotta get like just like a little rubber O-ring or something like that and put it in between the handle itself and the button, so when it shakes at least it's touching the rubber and not the metal brake itself. So like, because it rattles and it's so annoying. And I do want to actually take this thing out on the track and test out its capabilities. It is weird too, because like I don't know what I want of this car, and I've tried asking like around like on my other socials, and I haven't really gotten an answer. Everyone just keeps on telling me to finish the 240, and it's like, yes, I do plan on finishing the 240, but also because this is my daily driver first. This is all this is. This is just a daily driver. So I don't want to do anything crazy with this car besides just simply modify it. So like, part of me is like, do I really need a direction to put this car in? Like, does it really matter? I mean, maybe just do a few aesthetic upgrades, a few upgrades to the engine for a slight power bump, and then reliability stuff. Like I do want to get like a catch can eventually, and a couple other like reliability upgrades. And I do want to get like a wing, some aftermarket headlights and taillights. And when I say wing, I don't mean like a huge wing. Like honestly, like a little ducktail like extender, I think would look really good. Or there's some like really good low profile wings out there. And that's it. Like, I don't want to go crazy into modifying this car, because honestly, out of the box, this car is pretty good. Really not a lot you would need to do. But so I don't know, like I'm thinking just kind of like street car, just daily / street car. Like Don't make it a track car. Don't go heavy. I mean, honestly, this thing stock could probably perform pretty good on the track. Like, maybe some coilovers would make it a little better. I mean, as long as you have... These have Michelin, what are they called? Sport Pros or whatever they're called. Like, they're very expensive tires. Like $500 a pop. You know, not cheap. So, you know, could do something like that. And just, yeah, keep this car mostly stock, do a couple reliability upgrades, a couple aesthetic stuff that I want to do, and then just leave it. If I want to take it to the track, take it to the track. And that's the same to go, like, the same idea with, like, a drift car. Like, I don't want to make this a full-blown drift car. I know people do. I know people will buy these, they'll daily drive them, and they'll take it to their local drift track, and they run it all day, and then drive it back home, because these cars are actually pretty reliable, so you can do that. And it's a good low horsepower drift car, so you're not gonna like absolutely chew away at your tires, you know. You might have to get a second set depending on how grippy your tires are, but that's about it, you know. It's a nice low horsepower drift car. Or if you just want to, like I said, I'm kind of thinking of just keeping this a street car. Just daily drive it, do the aesthetic mods I want to do some slight engine mods to keep it, you know, a little more power and reliability. And then if I want to take it to the track, take it to the track. I don't really want to take it to a drift track, but I mean, I would be doing solo runs anyway, so maybe it actually wouldn't matter. I don't want to do tandems with this thing. Absolutely not. That's the 240 or some other beater drift car would be used for that. But you know, if I want to like find a little nice road to do a little spirited drive-in, cool, I can do that. Find a little empty spot, empty little parking lot, want to practice like a figure eight or something like that, or just, you know, sliding out a little bit, you can do that. You know, at the end of the day, it's more than what the WRX could do. The only thing the WRX could do that was probably a little better than this would be like off-roading, because the all-wheel drive, which I never really did. I did it a couple times in the WRX. That was it. So this thing's a little more versatile. I mean, really just change your tire compound, tire size. If you have angle, change that up, and then you can just go from track setup, drift setup, street setup, just back and forth. I mean, the only thing this car's not going to do well at all is being fast. These are not fast cars. Not at all. The other thing is this road right in front of the sheriff. But it's a nice little road. Honestly though, you know what I am gonna do? I'll do a little acceleration to hear the exhaust note and then I'm gonna roll up the windows, turn the AC on, because GoPros get hot very easily and it will shut off on its own. And then like when it comes to the 240, it's like I said, I don't know. Like, people constantly give me crap about, like, it's funny too, because the people that give me crap about not finishing the 240, or when I contemplate getting rid of the 240, they're the same people that, like, have not made any progress on their 240s, or their other cars. Yeah, it's ironic and funny sometimes. It's like I do still work on the 240, you know. Don't do a lot, obviously. I've seen in the last couple videos I haven't done anything crazy. Well, GoPro battery's almost dead, so only have a few more moments until it completely shuts off. But yeah. So just, yeah, really loving the car. It's super fun. Even if the WRX was faster, this feels faster. It's weird to say. Everything with the 240. What about the 240? Well, like I said, gonna try to continue building it. And I want to, because people keep on giving me crap about it. I want to, but if I start getting a little seat time in this car and I want to take it further and I want to actually expand, but like I don't want to beat this car up because it is my daily driver at the end of the day, and so like I'm not going to go crazy with it. It is a possibility that I'll just sell the 240. Don't want to, really want to try to avoid it if I can, but if you know, this is scratching that itch for drifting, which is what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to kind of scratch that itch for drifting. That's why I got it. But like if I don't want to tandem with this thing and do other stuff, like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with, I think, getting like a 350Z that's already like moderately built. Like for $5,000 I was going to buy one of my buddy's 350Zs. It was already kind of slightly built. Like I already had a hydro in it and a couple other things. I might have showed it once or twice. I didn't have the money at the time because I didn't sell the 240, but you know, just something that I can get some decent seat time in, you know, like, and actually go a little more crazy with, like I can actually do tandems with and stuff like that. I don't want a tandem in this thing. I don't even want this thing risking hitting a wall or something like that. So, yeah. So I don't really know what my content's going to be about in the future because, like I said, right now, nothing is really going to happen with the 240. Not for a while. Like I said, I need to, like, build my savings back up. I got some stuff I have to pay off. So, like, I can't just be spending money all willy-nilly on the 240, especially because a lot of stuff for the 240 is going to be pretty expensive, so I can't just go crazy buying stuff for the 240. I might put the 240 on the back burner and do some stuff with this. Like, I'm talking like simple stuff, like just like I said, maybe like a lip in the front, a duckbill, like kind of extender wing type of thing. And that's it, really. You know, nothing crazy. And you know, I do want to get some new rims for this thing, some new tires, just a second set of wheels so I can actually, because I need to go down a size, I think. And then I also, these Michelin Pilots are way too grippy. I mean, they will spin, they will especially slide in the rain, but they're extremely grippy, so it's very hard in the dry.
Alrighty. It's crazy. It grips. It grips. This dick.